Hi everyone, how you doing? Hope you said great. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed, helped us get to 50k subscribers here on YouTube. Overwhelmed by, dumbfounded really. It's yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone. Very, very happy, myself and the team, everybody involved in this production. So from me and on behalf of everybody on our team, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Really pleased you're enjoying the content. Really pleased you are on this journey with us. It's a fantastic hobby. Really enjoy, love doing all this. It sort of just gives you such a good dopamine here, and the nostalgia and everything puts you in a good place. It puts me in a good place, and I know millions of other people around the world that collect all sorts of different things, from your WWF Hasbros, Thundercats, Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Masters of the Universe, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, Action Man, Action Force. Goes on and on and on. Knight Rider, gamers, Game Boy, Game Gear, Sega, Nintendo 64, Sega Master System. All sorts of different people that I've met so far on this fun, quirky little journey that I'm on, and all interesting stories and reasons behind why they're into what they're doing. Some trying to, most trying to recapture that feeling of the really good, happy times in their life from the 80s and the 90s. So thank you to everybody that messages me. I get back to everyone. People that are messaging me on Instagram, people that are looking back and finding some of the projects that I've worked on, watched those and sent me such nice messages and put lovely reviews on. It really means a lot to me, so I wanted to just say this and thank everybody. Thank you. Peace and tranquility. What more do you need? So, you see, my roof, she's a good girl when she's asleep. It's when she's awake you gotta worry. But right now, me and Red are just enjoying the sound of this. Did you hear that? Exactly. Let's enjoy it while it lasts. Let's enjoy watching some wrestling on Netflix from the Monday Night Wars in 1980s. The golden era, WWF. Let's enjoy a little bit of ice cream and some snacks. Just enjoy this. White lass. She's a good girl when she's asleep.
anything in the world to watch old school wrestling now without anybody talking to you.
Hello retro heads, welcome to the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. It is myself, the Badger, the Brawling Badger from Badger Productions, and of course the lovely Nick Field from also Brawling Badger Film Productions, and his own stuff too. We've recently starred in a film called Drained, please do check that out.
We're in the background somewhere.
We're in the background somewhere. And also we are of course stars of our own films that we've created, like Ballamoran, Essex FBI Investigates, Forest of Ash, and loads more, so please do check those out. And of course, if you're willing to please subscribe to Brawling Badger, that'd be fantastic. Anyway,
We'll post it in the comments.
we'll post it in the comments. Self-plug gone. Today we're going to talk about Batman for
Yes,
the lovely
indeed.
Retro Collector.
Yes, indeed. Of course, March is the anniversary of the very first Batman comic. It's actually, believe it or not, the 86th anniversary this month
Wow.
of the first ever Batman comic strip.
Yes.
March 1939, the first one was ever published.
And did you know there's quite an interesting thing with Batman where it actually started out to be ultra violent. Batman had no qualms with shooting people and throwing them off buildings and breaking necks to have a lethal justice, similar to the Punisher. But then, of course, the comic book code came in a year I don't remember, and they had to soften it down a bit. And by the time you obviously got to the 60s, the whole ultra violent aspect of Batman had been worn out, and people wanted something a bit silly and a bit daft.
And it was reduced to biff, pow!
And all sorts of stuff like that.
Never ceases to be hilarious.
That's it. And obviously, after a while, the fans wanted it to be more serious again. And then Tim Burton came along. Hallelujah! My saviour, Tim Burton's.
And well, it's a tribute to how it's been able to veer from comedic to dark, and
Yes.
back and forth again.
Yeah, it went from ultra violent to comedic to dark and brooding with a bit of violence in there too. And I think that's the perfect sweet spot.
Indeed.
Indeed. Even the collaborations with Lego and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and things like that have always got that little bit of comedy in it, but a little bit of darkness as well. And what I love about the Lego Batman is that he's self-aware. Lego Batman is actually the Batman from Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, Batman Returns. He is actually the Batman from all of those. So if anything, he's Batman Prime, because he's literally anything that's ever happened to Batman has happened to the Lego Batman. And if you don't believe me, watch Lego movie and watch Batman Lego, and you will realise that he is literally Batman Prime. He's in all of the adventures. Yes, and that is
Lego Joker.
Lego Joker, indeed. So tell us a little bit about, quickly before we have to run off, your quick memories of Batman. I obviously loved the 60s one, and of course, being a Viking red-blooded male, I had a crush on Eartha Kitt as a kid, and of course, what's her face as well from Batman Returns,
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Michelle Pfeiffer, yeah.
I just remember her running out saying meow and a building behind her exploded.
That's it.
I was like 10 at the time, and it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
So yes, but of course I during holiday TV, we always had the 60s TV series with Adam West and Burt Ward.
Burt Ward, who was alive actually recently. I'm not sure if he died now, but he was recently in a crossover event as Robin. And, we've got to remember Mr. Conroy, who was the biggest, one of the biggest Batmans ever. Obviously one of the animated stars, he did the video games, everything. So yeah, but my favourite Batman has got to be Michael Keaton.
And I don't think many people can argue with that.
Indeed.
Or can they?
Who knows?
To be fair, I mean, they brought him back into the Batman film, so that tells you something.
Exactly. And I'm hoping that Batgirl gets released, as it's been shelved for now. But tell us in the comments your favourite Batman memories. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the 80s and 90s Retro Collector.
And don't forget to also check us out on Brawling Badger Films
Productions.
And boom. Just caught that train.
This is an Elizabeth line service to Paddington.
Hello everyone,
The next station is Chadwell Heath.
and welcome to the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. We have just boarded the Elizabeth line, leaving Romford and heading to Tottenham Court Road to then get the Northern Line to Tufnell Park, which is about 2 stops, to go and have an evening with Hacksaw Jim Duggan and get this signed and a picture with him. Very excited about it. Met him before in 2016. Oh look, I've got my cream on. There we go. There you go. People say to me, how comes you don't seem to age? Well, so I put Nivea cream on. So, excited about it. Met him in 2016. The end of the day, it was at Comic Con. I was having a good chat with him and his wife. I said this in one of the other videos actually. Got an autographed picture with him, but I really want the figure signed. So that's where we're going now. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Daniel Egan and I'm an actor, and I was in Star Wars A Rogue One Story. I played 2 characters, a Death Trooper and a Partisan. And I'd like to say hello to all my fans, and especially 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Thank you.
I just read a comment. A woman, when I went to the boot sale, I found it booming boring. I just loved it. I'm like, okay. Well, they're not for everyone, but I just love that she put, I found it booming boring.
This sets the alarms off and takes the lift out to service. Please do not block the doors of the lift. This will set the alarm off and take the lift out to service.
Where I worked for High Chief Peter Maivia. So I'd like to say I worked with the Rock's grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia. I worked with the Rock's father, Rocky Johnson. And I make it the Rock at WrestleMania. Oh!
No food in there. So they went, oh, we're not meant to let you out, but we will. Put this on. Yeah, full house in there. Got his wife sitting at the back there. Got something to eat, then I'll be able to relax in. Can't relax on an empty stomach. I'm rushing around and all that. Didn't get a chance to eat a lot. Oh! Hello, how you doing, Hacksaw?
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
Andy, is this your pen?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to use it. Are you guys together?
No.
Okay, you wish.
Sorry.
Would you like your name on here, brother?
No, that's all good. I've already got a couple. Just your name, please.
That's the way to
Hacksaw.
do these, yeah. What's your name, though?
My name's Swaley.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. I've met you at Comic Con, you and your wife, but that was
cool.
really good to hear you there, mate.
Yeah, thanks very much, buddy, yeah.
No worries, perfect.
Yeah, nice to be back over. It's been a while, man.
Yeah, but could you give us a ho on there as well,
shit,
please?
yeah.
Thanks, Hacksaw.
All right,
All the
brother.
best, man.
Good to see you.
And you're looking great.
Thank you.
You don't age.
I'm hanging on, man.
Yeah. Take care, my friend.
Thank you.
All the best. Bye-bye. He's got the biggest hands. He's such a nice guy. Well, I saw Jim Duggan and I said, can you put a hoe on there? Buzzing. It was really interesting as well listening to all his stories. A lot of them were in his book I got when I met him before. Yeah, really good atmosphere here. Bret the Hitman Hart's here next. Ted DiBiase was here last Thursday, and Bret's here in September. I can't wait for that. But yeah, that was lovely. Also picked up the $1 million belt yesterday, and I thought we'll set this with a $1 million belt. Yeah, he signed them when he was here last Thursday. So I'm really happy with that too. Ho! So yeah, it's just I literally come out the station here and just go over there, and it's that doorway there, Boston Arms. He's a lovely fella, him, Jim Duggan. One of the nicest wrestlers I've met. I do like the atmosphere of the night time around London, I've got to admit. This is Camden way. Go and get a cold drink and then jump on the train. Oh, that's at a different venue, the Bret Hart.
You're watching 80s and 90s Retro Collector.
Yes. Good atmosphere. Thursday night, London. Good atmosphere.
You're watching 80s and 90s Retro Collector.
You are now watching 80s and 90s Retro Collectors.
You're watching 80s and 90s Retro Collectors.
You're watching 80s and 90s Retro Collector.
You're watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector.
Watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector.
Boom! Let's see the back row. Yeah, look at that. Cool, mate. Size of your back. Jesus.
Subscribe to 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Boom!
We're now watching 80s and 90s Retro Collector.
Wait, do this.
You're watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector.
You're watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Come on!
Hello everybody, you are watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Make sure you subscribe. Whoa!